never came. So I was powerless, no power over my addiction. So even though I had the most willpower, I just could not stop using every day. This shows that I was powerless over my addiction. So that leads us into obsession and compulsion, which is the mind and body, inner and outer. So my unmanageability of my inner were my thoughts, my feelings and my emotions. My mind tells me that one line was okay, and my body just wanted more. And then I thought, how was I going to get drugs? So my compulsion acts out on my obsession. So my unmanageability, my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions and my outer. So for me inner, I got depression, I was full of anxiety, full of fear and emotional flatness, and resulted into my outer unmanageability, which I lost my job, lost all my family and friends, I had a broken relationship with Victoria, I lost a marriage early on in my addiction, and a daughter, which I didn't see for 13 years. So I had to surrender. But I come in here, a little explanation around surrender is, it's like I was getting into the ring with Mike Tyson, and I get knocked out the first time. So I get in again, and he'd knock me out again. So I got in a third time, and I think, fuck this, I've had enough, Mike. I'm out, I'm surrendering. So this is where I surrendered to the 12-step program and Elisha House and my addiction. Some spiritual principles I need around these are honesty, open-mindedness and willingness. And the first letter of each is, that's how you do it, boys. So and then we move on to step 2, which is a solution. So we came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. So it's a process. It happens over time and not overnight. So I came to believe, which means it's a process. So I have to find a power greater. So I expand this to any force greater than me, and that has a positive influence on my life. So these include NA meetings, NA literature, groups at Elisha House, finding the God of my understanding, and just for today readings. So I had to find some sanity, which is insane and sane. So my insane thinking with my usage of drugs, I was self-obsessed. All the hurt I caused when I was using. In fact, most of my decisions in active addiction were insane. So by becoming sane, I'm becoming abstinent, I'm following direction, I'm participating in meetings, and I'm doing the 12-step program. By doing this step, we've decided that there is a way out from the carnage we looked at in step 1. This fills us with a strong sense of hope that we can recover, but with each other. Some spiritual principles that we need for this are open-mindedness, willingness, faith, trust and humility. So I have to become humble. So we move on to step 3, which is a choice. So we made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood Him. We know from the get-go we are not doing this alone. So we made a decision, a conclusion of resolution after consideration through steps 1 and 2. So I made a decision to turn my will and my life over to the care of God and understood Him. So what we are doing here, we are deciding if we're going to continue with all the pain in step 1, or are we going to make the decision to take this newfound hope we found in step 2 and carry on getting better with the rest of the steps. So I have to turn my will and my attitudes, my thinking and my judgment, they're my internal. My life is what we do, our actions are external. So our actions is praying, meditating. So we hand it over to the God of our understanding. God's will is loving, caring, compassion, selfless and empathy. My will is lustful, greedy, angry, intolerant and selfish. So the God of our understanding could be anything from a star, a planet, the universe, anything as long as it's loving and caring and more powerful than me. My will is basically all the things I do when I use drugs. So that leads me on to spiritual principles that we need for this. Trust, willingness, surrender and commitment. And with these bad boys, we are well on our way. That's it. Thank you, guys.